The alarm blared, a piercing shriek that echoed the chaos on the main screen. Red dots swarmed towards the blue shield icon, a digital plague threatening to overwhelm our last line of defense. On the command deck, panic was a thick, choking fog. Officers shouted conflicting orders, their faces pale under the flickering emergency lights. We were watching the end of everything we had sworn to protect. The enemy's strategy was brutally simple, sheer numbers. 1,000 hostile signatures, each one a missile aimed at the heart of our planetary shield generator. Our automated turrets were firing relentlessly, streaks of light lashing out into the void, but for every target they vaporized, 2 more took its place. It was like trying to empty the ocean with a bucket. Our lead tactician, Commander Eva Rostova, stood motionless amidst the bedlam. Her expression was calm, a stark contrast to the frantic energy around her. Her eyes fixed on the holographic display weren't just watching the unfolding disaster. They were dissecting it, processing variables at a speed no normal human could. While everyone else saw an unstoppable wave, Eva saw a complex equation waiting for the right variable to solve it. She had a unique ability, one that was classified at the highest levels. We called it temporal perception. To her, in moments of extreme stress, time could stretch and bend, slowing to a crawl. As the first wave of enemy missiles breached the outer perimeter, a hush fell over the deck. This was it. The impacts would begin in seconds. But then Eva closed her eyes for a brief moment. When she opened them, the world for her had changed. The blaring alarm became a low, resonant hum. The frantic movements of her crewmates slowed to a graceful, dreamlike ballet. The red dots on the screen, once a blurry swarm, now crept forward with painstaking slowness. In her perception, she had all the time in the world. Her fingers flew across her console, a blur of motion in the real world, but a deliberate, calculated dance in her slowed-down reality. She wasn't just firing back anymore. She was rewriting the defense protocol on the fly. Her commands were a symphony of tactical genius. She rerouted power from non-essential systems, overclocking the turret processors. She analyzed the trajectory of every single missile, calculating firing solutions that would cause chain reactions. A single shot from Turret 7 would detonate Missile Alpha 3, whose explosion would then take out the 3 closest projectiles. It was a domino effect of destruction, orchestrated by a maestro who could see every piece on the board simultaneously. To us, it looked like a miracle. The turrets, which had been firing wildly, suddenly began to move with an eerie, coordinated precision. Every shot was a kill, not just a single kill, but multiple. Groups of enemy missiles vanished in synchronized bursts of light, like fireworks in reverse. The overwhelming tide of red began to thin. On the deck, the shouts of panic turned into gasps of disbelief. They watched the screen, unable to comprehend the sudden reversal of fortune. The impossible was happening. Eva didn't stop. She anticipated the enemy's next move, a flanking maneuver from the dark side of the moon, and had already laid a trap of proximity mines before their ships even appeared on our long-range sensors. They flew straight into it, disappearing in a silent, brilliant flash. Minutes later, which felt like an eternity to Eva, the last red dot vanished from the screen. Silence descended upon the command deck, a heavy, profound silence that replaced the cacophony of before. The only sound was the gentle hum of the fully powered shield generator. Eva leaned back in her chair, a single bead of sweat tracing a path down her temple. The world snapped back to its normal speed for her. The adrenaline faded, leaving a deep, bone-aching exhaustion. Her crew stared at her, their faces a mixture of awe and reverence. They didn't know how she did it. They just knew she had faced an overwhelming force, not with equal power, but with something far greater, time itself. She hadn't just saved the planet. She had shown us that even in the face of impossible odds, one person's unique perspective can change everything. Thanks so much for watching. What other incredible feats of heroism should we explore? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this one. See you next time.